So hello everyone. In this video we will talk about redox reactions as well as the basic concept of our oxidation and reduction reactions. Okay, so now let us begin. So from the name itself it is clear that redox, okay, so RED here stands for reduction and OX means oxidation. Okay, so the reactions in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously, those reactions are known as the redox reactions. Okay, so let us read the theory part. So the reactions which involve both oxidation and reduction are called the redox reactions, and in these reactions electrons are transferred from one reactant to another. So this is the basics of redox reaction. So now in order to understand better we must first understand what exactly is meant by oxidation and reduction. Okay, so firstly we will talk about the basic concept of our oxidation. So in oxidation basically three things are happening. So if in any reaction those three things happen, we say that that element is undergoing oxidation or reduction accordingly. Okay, so firstly here we are going to talk about oxidation. So it involves the following. The very first point is the loss of electron. Okay, so as you can see over here, this is our ferrous ion, and this ferrous ion, when it loses one electron, it gets converted into our ferric ion, and here this element undergoes oxidation because here we can see that it loses one electron. Okay, so now there is one very easy trick to remember that whether any element is undergoing oxidation or reduction. Okay, so whenever there is any increase in the positive charge, we simply say that that element is undergoing oxidation, and whenever there is any increase in the negative charge, we say that that element is undergoing reduction. Okay, so as you can see over here, the charge was +2 and here the charge is +3. Okay, because one electron has been lost. Okay, electrons carry negative charge, so if electrons are lost, it means that negative charge will be reduced, that means the positive charge will be increased. Okay, so in this reaction, if you do not understand, or if it is difficult for you to remember what is happening in loss of electron and gain of electron, you can there is only one thing that you only need to know, that in oxidation there will always be increase in the positive charge, and in reduction there will be increase in the negative charge. Okay, so here you can see that here the charge was +2 and here the charge is +3. Okay, so the positive charge has increased, so this in this reaction there is oxidation is going on. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. This is just very easy way to remember whether oxidation is going on or reduction. Now oxidation, apart from the loss of electrons, there are other two things also which comes under our oxidation. So oxidation involves the addition of oxygen. So you can see this is sulfur dioxide. When there is addition of one oxygen atom, it forms sulfur trioxide. So here oxygen is being added, so this is also comes under our oxidation. And then there is removal of hydrogen. So as you can see, here is hydrogen sulfide. So from this sulfur atom, these two hydrogens are being removed and this sulfur atom becomes free. So there is removal of hydrogen. So these are also other two terms which comes under our oxidation. So oxidation involves the loss of electrons, the addition of oxygen, and the removal of hydrogen. Okay, so if any of these things are happening in any reaction or in undergoing or of any element, we say that oxidation is taking place. Now let us talk about reduction. Okay, so whatever we talked in oxidation, in reduction the opposite will happen. So it is better to remember one and then the other will be the opposite of that. Okay, for example, in oxidation there is loss of electrons, in reduction there will be gain of electrons. In oxidation there is addition of oxygen, in reduction there will be addition of hydrogen. In oxidation there is removal of hydrogen, in reduction there will be removal of oxygen. Okay, so this is just the opposite of oxidation. Now let us talk about reduction. So reduction involves the following. The very first is the gain of electrons, and I just, as I said, that in oxidation the positive charge increases and in reduction the negative charge increases. As you can see here, there is a Cl2, and this Cl2, when it gains 2 electron, it forms 2 Cl negative. Here this Cl2 atom carries no charge, so we can say here the charge is 0, but over here the charge becomes negative. Okay, so whenever the negative charge increases, we say that there is reduction. Now the next point says the addition of hydrogen. Okay, so here there is C2H2, which is acetylene. When it gains 2 electrons, it forms C2H4, which is ethylene. So here whenever there is addition of hydrogen to any compound, we say that that is reduction. Now the third point is the removal of oxygen. Okay, so here is our cupric oxide, and when it reacts with these hydrogens it forms copper and by the liberation of water molecules. So here this cupric oxide was having oxygen, but now this oxygen has been removed, so this is also comes under our reduction. So this was the basic concept of our oxidation and reduction. So now there are two important terms which comes under this topic, which are often very much asked, and those are reducing agent or reductant, and the next one is oxidizing agent or oxidant. Okay, so the substances the substances which can lose one or more electrons, that is get oxidized, is called a reducing agent or reductant. Okay, so as you can see from this example, okay, over here this ferrous ion, what it did, it lost one electron to form ferric ion. Okay, so we said that the substances which can lose one or more electrons or which get oxidized are known as the reducing agent or reductant. So here this ferrous ion is our reducing agent or reductant because it loses the electron and it itself get oxidized, so that is why it is known as a reducing agent or reductant. Okay, so now similarly the other one is the opposite for it. So the substances which can gain one or more electrons or which can get reduced are known as the oxidizing agent. So as you can see from this example, let me just erase this. Okay, over here we saw that this Cl2, it gained 2 electron to form this 2Cl negative. Okay, so here we can say that this Cl2 is an oxidizing agent because it itself underwent reduction. Okay, so which the substances which gain electrons or themselves they get reduced are known as the oxidizing agent or the oxidant. Okay, so I hope with these examples it is clear to you that what is meant by a reducing agent and what is meant by an oxidizing agent. Now let us okay, so we said that the reactions in which the oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously are known as the redox reactions, and we understood in detail what is meant by oxidation and reduction as well as the oxidizing and reducing agent. Now with the help of this equation we will understand better that how the oxidation and reduction is taking place simultaneously. Okay, so as you can see from this equation, this zinc which is present in the solid form, it gets converted into our zinc ions in the aqueous state, and this copper ions present in the aqueous form gets converted into copper in the solid form. Okay, so over here in the on the reactant side this zinc carries no charge, and on the product side when it gets converted into ions the charge has increased, and we said that whenever there is oxidation the positive charge increases. Okay, so from here it is very much clear that this zinc underwent oxidation. Okay, and as you can see I have written over here that this zinc loses 2 electrons, that is undergoes oxidation to form zinc ions. Okay, and this copper ions what do they do? They here the charge is 2 positive, but here there is no charge, which means the positive charge has not increased. Okay, so this copper, it means it undergoes reduction. Okay, it gained 2 electrons and it undergoes reduction. Okay, so so firstly up to now we know that this zinc it underwent oxidation and this copper ions they underwent reduction. Okay, up to now this thing is clear to us. So now let me just erase this sorry. Okay, so up to now it is clear which atom is undergoing reduction and which is undergoing oxidation. And now let us talk about the oxidizing and the reducing agent. So we said that the reducing agents are those which loses electrons or which itself they get oxidized. Okay, so here we know that this zinc it loses the electrons and it is undergoing oxidation, therefore this zinc is our reducing agent or reductant. And copper, we said that the substances which gain electrons and itself undergo reduction are known as oxidizing agent or oxidant. Okay, so this copper it is gaining electrons and it is itself undergoing reduction, therefore this copper ion they act as oxidizing agent or oxidant. Okay, so I hope from this equation it is clear to you that what exactly is happening in a redox reaction, that the substances which undergo oxidation they are called reducing agent and those which undergo reduction are called oxidizing agent. So I hope you like this video, and thank you so much for watching.